Shout out to Little Mama. You was actually looking like a girl tonight, girl. You was looking like a girl tonight, girl. You was looking hot, mama. What's going on, people? I am Wes from A Connection TV. I am the voice of the ABDC viewers. Shout out to Mama, Little Mama. She was looking actually kind of tasty tonight. And don't turn off this video because I just said that, but she was. But no, all jokes aside, I play the characters Mona Simona and Twan Rose on A Connection TV. But this is not about me. This is about ABDC. And I had to do a video. It's 12:41 in the morning. I got to get up into work. I got to get up to work tomorrow. But I had to do this video because this was a fun episode. This was disco night. It was cool. I liked it. I liked it. Okay. So last week they had the whole issue with the voting thing, and somebody tampered with the voting or whatever. So they didn't, X out anybody last week. So this week, 2 crews had to leave. Now, I had it in my mind that Saltare and Heavy Impact were going to be the 2 crews to get the X. Just my personal opinion. And from hearing what, the majority was deciding, I kind of thought that was going to be the case. But we were kindly slapped with the bottom 3 today. I was on Blog TV. blogtv.com/people/aconnectiontv. Get into it. It was hot. I was on Blog Live and I was watching it with my people. And we all thought the bottom 3 was going to be the obvious, but clearly it wasn't. Blueprint Crew wowed us last week when they did the Lady Gaga. Just wowed us last week. And for me, again, this week, Blueprint Crew wowed me this week. And Derek, brother, you tore it down from start to finish. Derek seems like he's like a big type dude, and he was doing all of this and just kicking it back. When he came down the Soul Train line, it was Illmatic. It was just a very fun routine. The lift was cool. But the Soul Train line took it for me. And then when my boy Nicholas went into the windmill and put the afro on and then came up with the afro, it was hot. I was feeling it. But Blueprint basically took me over tonight again. So thank you to Blueprint Crew because it was a hot performance. After Blueprint Crew, you have Saltare. Saltare, the performance was cool. Actually, the performance was cool, but what made me annoyed was when the girl fell again. I'm just at the point where I'm tired of seeing them fall and fumble with these damn ropes. I mean, that's just where I'm at with it. I mean, everybody loves Saltare. Apparently, they have a fan base, which is cool. And I'm not going to sound like I'm just completely hating because I respected Saltare at one point. It's just when they effed up with the ropes, I kind of lost my respect. And then when... So I just don't want them to mess up again. You know what I'm saying? They're very hot with the ropes. They're amazing talented with the ropes. I'm tired of seeing them F up. And it's like I look at it as like when you have the prop as the ropes and that's like your signature thing, you should not F up with the ropes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's how I look at it. F up with the dancing because you don't dance, but don't F up with the ropes when you're supposed to be the. Anyways, it was a cool routine. It was all right. They had Disco Inferno. It was cool. The fire with the ropes was Illmatic. It's just if the girl wouldn't have dropped, I would have been sold. You know what I'm saying? But she dropped. Now, Poriotics. Not that I, can say that I can do that because I've been hating on Poreotix from video number 1, and not so much hating. I gave them the respect. I just wanted to see something different, and I'm glad JC, which is one of the judges that actually. Anyways, I'm glad, just like JC, he was actually saying what I was saying for the since episode 1. was that I was tired of seeing the pop locking and, you know, all of that. No, it's when? When are we gonna be done with that? Okay, tonight, Poreotix was kind of like done with that, which was hot because they was doing and all of this, and you know what I'm saying, and hitting it hard, and you know doing all of that. Like for me, it's when they wowed out with the hands and did all of that. I was like, wait a minute, do I see different movements in Poreotix? I was like, what? I was like, wait a minute, hold on. So for that, I definitely have to give a shout out to Poreotix because they were hot. Ken, you got Chad, Charles, Matt, Lawrence, and Justin. You guys were amazing to me, more so than any of the other weeks. Because every week, your routines are hot. You know, the Rihanna routine, I wasn't really feeling that. But every routine, every week is hot. But it's been the same thing every week. So tonight was actually, well, last night was actually hotter than the other weeks because y'all actually danced and y'all moved around the stage and y'all had limp in your hands. You know what I'm saying? And it was rhythm and like, it was hot. It would have been even hotter if one of the guys bust out with the WAP and just was, you know what I'm saying? And into what the people are saying and becoming more versatile. Like, they're a stronger crew now because they can do all of the other stuff. Hot. Hot 5-0. Shout out to my man Josh. Alright? Shout out to you, Josh. Now, brother, if you watch this video, because you watched the last one, so I'm hoping that you're gonna watch this one. And you was telling me that you need to come harder. You was gonna make sure you come harder because you wanted to make sure I had something to say in the video. So, Josh, I got you, brother. I got you. Because what I'm gonna say is what I said a couple weeks ago with Hot 5-0. Hot 5-0 tonight was live from start to finish, from the slow intro, and then when he was, you know, shaking, and then to the getting it down. The chicks, girls, Brittany and KCK, y'all tore out the frame for me tonight. Y'all was hitting it hard, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy sexy cool, crazy sexy cool. My brother, hold on, wait a minute. My brother Jonathan, when he came up to the front and hit the dip, like, bow, and then came up and did the kick split, I was like, what? It was hot. You know what I'm saying? It was hot. The whole routine was hot. They was all over the place doing all types of different shit. It was like, you wanted to look at this person, then you wanted to look at this person, then you look at the two chicks, then you looking at this person. You know what I'm saying? And it was hot. It was crazy, crazy hot. And I really enjoyed Hot 5-0's performance. I really did. Joshua, you did your thing. And there's a lot worth talking about in this performance. Real cool job. Now, the three that were in the bottom were Heavy Impact, Static Noyze, and Jungle Boogie. Now, when I'm watching this with my blog live TV people, they are just like, what the fuck is going on? Are you serious? What the hell? What? You know, they going all crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I was going crazy too because I was like, what? Stop. But then again, I was like, well, you know, Heavy did mess up last week and Jungle Boogie did mess up last week. So, I guess. But Static Noyze was hot. Static Noyze was really hot, so. I mean, but they were hot to me. You know, I kind of figured that, you know, if I'm the voice of the ABDC viewers, that everybody was feeling the way that I was feeling. But obviously not. Obviously, they felt Saltare was hot. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Anyways, Heavy Impact. Brothers. When I say, like, I really, you know, haven't been feeling Heavy Impact all like that either, but tonight, or last night, was Illmatic. It was hot. I really appreciated it. It was a very good routine from start to finish. They were hitting every hit, every punch was like attacking like the air. Like they were so like pow, pow, pow. okay, come over here, shaking the hair, and they was hard. And I'm thinking they were hard because they were in the bottom. I don't know, but they were hard. I wanted them to like mellow out just a little bit because, you know, I was getting kind of scared. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like mellow out. But their routine was hot. And I appreciated their routine. So clap, 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 clap to heavy impact. For the, you know, my elbows are not ashy, they just dark. But Static Noyze, Gustavo, brother, off the chain. Gustavo was hitting it hard in that middle when he was controlling the bitches, just hitting them, just wow. Then when he grabbed homegirl up in the air, twirling around, you know what I'm saying? She up here like, you know what I'm saying? Gustavo was performing the bitches. Perform, girls, perform. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing. And I don't know if he threw the baton or if he dropped it, but it was in his hands. And then I guess he was hitting it so hard it just flew out. I hope it didn't fuck somebody up in the face, but you know, shout out to Gabby, Sidibe. Shout out to Gabby from Precious that was in the crowd. Yeah. Anyways, Gustavo was hot. Static Noyze was cool. The routine was very cool. Okay. Jungle Boogie. What's going on? Once again, shout out to BJ, Antoine, and Anthony. What's going on, peoples? Now, what do y'all think I think? Like, what do y'all think I think? You know what I'm saying? Here's what I'm gonna say. First of all, I was upset at the bottom three. We cleared that up, okay? Now, I get to Jungle Boogie, and Jungle Boogie, they're a cool crew. The reason why I say they're a cool crew is because they're hard hitters. You know what I'm saying? They wild with it and they crazy with it, but they can be clean. You know what I'm saying? And they hit you with the sexy and the rhythm. That's why I like Jungle Boogie. All right? So we get to this performance, and the start off was cool. And like it was like caption a picture type when they started off, and the afros, I swear to God, just like, I don't know what that said it. I think it was JC that said it. I don't want to get it twisted, but I don't feel like watching it again to figure out who said it. But somebody said that it was like watching an episode of Good Times. And for me, it's the episode of Good Times and the Jeffersons mixed in. When I watched it the first time on my blog, with my blog TV crew was like, oh, that's whack. Oh, they sucked. Oh, that's whack. They suck. And at first, I was like, oh, like, what happened? Like, what's going on? Like, what's really about to happen? And then in my mind, I'm thinking, wait, Heavy Impact is about to take it. Like, I'm thinking Heavy Impact is about to take it. I'm upset. My blog people know I'm upset because they know I like Static Noyze and they know I like Jungle Boogie. But after the three performances that went down at the end, I'm thinking Heavy Impact is going to take it because they was just ridiculous hard with it. Like, you know? And there was no, like, you know, there was no hiccups. So I'm thinking, you know, Heavy Impact took it. So I watched the performance and I'm cool with the performance. I'm digging Jungle Boogie's performance. You know, no hate, no animosity towards them. I'm digging the performance. It was cool, you know. But I didn't think it was enough for them to win because it was just a smooth performance. It wasn't like, you know, disco, wow, you know what I'm saying? It was just a smooth performance. So I thought that they were going to end up losing. The judges basically, like, they were thinking, like, they really had their minds on their heads. And they saved Jungle Boogie. Now, the only reason why I'm saying that is because Jungle Boogie was basically saved for this. It wasn't, actually, I'm not going to say it didn't have anything to do with last night's performance, because when I watched it back, I actually ended up loving the Jungle Boogie's performance when I watched it back. And I'm speaking to my blog heads right now because they was really going off. But when I played it back, I was digging it. It was really, really live and cool. I wasn't really caring too much about the salsa part, but it was hot. It was hot. And then at the end, when they did it and he was flipping, they flipped him over and they caught him. It was like the ending credits, no, the beginning credits to like the opening of Jefferson's mixed in with the freaking Good Times. I had to get it in my mind, but it really brought me back to when I was younger and I was watching TV and I was watching the Jeffersons. Like, it really brought me back. And the performance was high. The performance was high. So the judges actually did their damn job. They judged. And I'm thinking that they based it off of last night's performance and the previous weeks before. The previous weeks before, Jungle Boogie has been in the judges' favors compared to Heavy Impact and Static. Like, you know, the judges love Static, but Static was a cool dance group. You know what I'm saying? Heavy Impact was a cool dance group trying to come up through, deal with adversity and all of that. Jungle Boogie was a cool dance crew, and they wowed y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wowed the judges. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool that they actually, you know, got another chance to come through and sell through. You know what I'm saying? ABDC is a hot show. I love the show. Thank y'all for everybody that's been writing and commenting, and I definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? For everybody that thought I forgot about Rhythm City is Illmatic. Can't nobody touch them. Okay, I didn't forget about Rhythm City. But what I will say, though, is that it's not, this season is not like the first. You know what I'm saying? The first really set it up, like really made the platform of ABDC. And ever since, you know, the platform has not been raised. You know what I'm saying? So season 1 is still high. You know what I'm saying? All the other seasons are still low, to me. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to give a shout out to everybody that does ABDC, because it's not an easy thing to do. Number one, all of the dancing that's done on ABCD is some hardcore stuff, and I really appreciate it because y'all are giving me something to watch, and I love it. Hands down. All the crews that got X'd out, to all the crews that are still here, and to all the crews that are gonna win. My top 3 from tonight: Blueprint Crew, Poreotix, and Hype 5-0. Those are my top 3 tonight. I was really feeling those crews tonight. They was really on point with it. Hot, sexy, crazy, sexy, cool. Okay? Who do I think should go home next week? I think Saltare should go home next week. That's just my personal opinion, because they effed up again, and I'm a little annoyed with them effing up. You know, yeah. I mean, we sent home 2 crews. You sent home Static, Noyze. Actually, let me not get upset. Because it's America's vote. I voted for who I wanted to win. But, you know, it's America's vote. So whatever America thinks, that's what they're going to get. But definitely, once again, shout out to Poreotix. Y'all definitely did y'all thing. Jungle Boogie, y'all know I'm going to ride or die with y'all for forever. Blueprint Crew, I'm your new hoe fan. Alright? So, y'all are hot. And Joshua, you tore it down off the chain. Hot 5-0 forever. I loved it. It was crazy, sexy, cool. Crazy, sexy, cool. I can't wait to see next week. Alright? Jungle Boogie, Hot 5-0, and Blueprint Crew, y'all better come hard. Y'all better come hard. Because Poreotix and Saltare are sneaking up on y'all asses. Poreotix got a whole... So, everybody in the audience... doing all of this shit, you know what I'm saying? So y'all 3 crews, y'all better step it up, because I want one of y'all to win. No shade to Pori, because y'all are hot. Give me what y'all gave me tonight, next week, and then, you know, maybe. But anyways, that's just my opinion. Alright? I'm Wes, voice of the ABCD viewers. Shout out to Lil Mommy. You was actually looking like a girl tonight, girl. You was looking like a girl tonight, girl. You was looking hot, mama. You was looking hot. Anyways, basically, I'm just saying I would holler. You know, after what she had on. Her titties was just all up in the... And a shout out, Rocky. You can lift me up like that if you want to. Rocky. Yeah, you can lift me up like that. Alright? Later. BJ, holla. Antoine, holla. Anthony, holla. Antoine, holla. Later.